The most powerful sentence I read was from Sadhu Vaswani. He says, you want to avoid temptation? Avoid situation. Very practical. Avoid situations which create temptations. Avoid them. Go away from it. A situation, if it is going to create temptation, avoid it. If we get into it, then there is a danger. If you don't have enough self-control, then one becomes a victim of it. So one should stay alert to understand that these things would come on the way. I must be careful not to become a victim. How do we do it? What we want in life, we should be very clear about it. What we want. If we are not alert, we will lose our goal. When we are not alert to the goal, we will lose the goal. Losing the goal means we have missed an opportunity. One wonderful opportunity to reach the goal, got distracted halfway through, lost. Many people do that. Different things comes on the way, we must be very careful. Is it not true that in every field, amount of discipline is necessary to shine well in that field? In every field. Be it studies, certain discipline is necessary. Be it sports, certain discipline is necessary. Be it art, music and dance, painting, certain discipline is necessary. Self-control is necessary. Only then we can give that amount of effort, we can apply, put forth that amount of effort to achieve that goal. If there we don't have self-control, we get tempted away, then the goal is lost. So we need to understand, temptation is something which comes on the way. And what happens if I yield to temptation? You walk to your goal very slow. Nothing else. You may miss the goal, or we walk towards it very slow. So we have to be on guard always, ever alert. And those who can stay alert to the goal, definitely attain the goal. So the fourth verse which we need to keep in mind, apart from the ability to bounce back, apart from the importance of doing japa, we need to be very alert to the temptations which comes on our way when we head towards our goal. And they would come. In different forms they would come. We need to be careful, alert. How do we do this? A mother was telling the child, when you go to school, when you cross the road, be careful. What should you do? Be careful when you cross the road. Child put a question. How to be careful? Explain. How to be careful? You have to be careful when you cross the road. That I understood. How to be careful? Subramanya Bharati puts that question. Where there is a way, where there is a will, there is a way. Where is the way to the will? Where there is a will, definitely there is a way. That I understand. But show me where is the way to the will? How do I reach that will so that I find my way? How do I get there? Be careful. How to be careful? We can be careful only by reminding ourselves again and again. Make sure that it becomes a way of life that you check the basics again and again. You will be very careful. You will be alert. Check the basics time to time. Are you introspecting? Spiritual basics. Introspection is very important. If you can do it every day, introspection. It will show us so many things. So only way we can be alert is we must be now and then checking, am I fine with the basics? Introspection, study, swadhyaya, japa every day. If we are fine with the basics, we would be alert to the goal. When we are alert to the goal, any amount of temptations, nothing will happen. The perception itself is very different for a person who has that control. I read a very nice anecdote, wisecrack rather. You throw a stone at a dog, dog runs. Throw a stone at a lion. Throw a stone at lion, who runs? You throw a bone to a dog, the dog runs. Throw a bone to a lion and see if lion runs. Oh, there's a bone thrown. Lion runs towards it. Doesn't even bother, isn't it? The lion knows at its will it can get the person who threw the bone. No issues. I can get it any time. Not tempted, isn't it? Small things come on the way. We should not be tempted and carried away. If we remember the goal, these small things would not tempt us. If we don't remember the goal, we keep forgetting it. Why I forget? I am not strong on my basics. Every day japa, every day study, little bit, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, spiritual time. And in end of the day, introspection. This much you do. 5 minutes introspection, end of the day. How did I spend my day? What did I do today? Did I live by the values? Introspect. 5 minutes every day in the evenings. And morning 20 minutes. Prayer, japa, study. This will keep the basics strong. This will keep our mind focused. If we don't do the basics, that means we allow the tamas to carry over. And when tamas takes over, then even the basics will not be firm. Then, anything coming on the way, we could get distracted, tempted, and gone. So how not to get tempted? Basics must be strong. Continuing, we go into the 5th verse.
बान लग्यो उर लक्ष्मण के तब, बान लग्यो उर लक्ष्मण के तब, प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो, प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो, लैग्रह बैद सुषेण समेत, लैग्रह बैद सुषेण समेत, तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो, तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उपारो, आनी सजीवन हाथ दई तब, आनी सजीवन हाथ दई तब, लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो, लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो, को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो.
Together.
बाण लाग्यो उर लक्ष्मण के तब, प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो, लैग्रह वैद्य सुषेण समेत, तबे गिरि द्रोण सुबीर उतारो, आनी सजीवन हाथ दई तब, लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो, को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो.
In the war between Ram and Ravan, one day Ravan sent his son Indrajit, who is a very, very powerful warrior. this Indrajit could hide himself, hidden behind the sky clouds. He shot one arrow which put Lakshman into coma. Lakshman landed into coma. And the soldiers of Lanka tried to lift him up. They could not lift him, and he was lying down in the battlefield. Could not carry him. It was Hanuman who noticed that Lakshman was not there for some time, and then he found in one part of the battlefield Lakshman lying down without any movement, but alive still. He could carry him, lifted him up, and reached the base camp of Lord Rama, where everyone was there. And there was no way they could find a solution to get him out of coma. He was not coming around. It is at that time Vibhishan advised. He said, there is one very good physician in Ravana's camp. In Lanka, he is very well known. Sushena is his name. He may guide us how to proceed. So immediately Hanuman got his whereabouts, went, requested Sushena, said, please come. And he immediately agreed, saying, yes, we would come. Imagine the value of a doctor from the enemy camp. He said, I'm coming. And he said, but I need to carry few things. He said, don't worry about it. You and along with your dispensary, I will carry. And Hanuman carried Sushena and his dispensary to Lord Ram's base camp. Sushena came, he saw, and he said, only way Lakshman can survive is you need to give him Sanjeevani, a life-saving herb available only in Himalayas. They are in Lanka, and this drug is available only in Himalayas, and you need to bring it ASAP, as soon as possible, before daybreak. We need it. Then we can retrieve back Lakshman. So Hanuman takes off. Ravan sends one demon, but he negotiates him and hits him down and then moves and brings the mountain. Could not find the herb. It was difficult, so he picks up that one portion of that hill itself, comes back, and medicine was made, and Lakshman came back. Now this is a story all of us know. What was Lakshman to Lord Ram? Ram was banished, was asked to go to exile. Lakshman was not. The ban was only on Ram. Lakshman volunteered. Newly married, he's got his own family. And here Ram has to go to the forest. Lakshman said, no way, you will go there alone. I would be around and I would come. And he went on his own. Now, some action taken like this, on their own, taking an action is only a sign of great love. Lakshman had great love. He said, no, how can you be in the forest alone? I'll be with you. There can be any danger on our way. I would stay by your side. Please permit me. And he comes. Now, this is a very pure affection Lakshman has for Ram. And only for that he came. It is here Ram was slightly disturbed. It is here. It is at this one point when he saw Lakshman in coma, Ram says, I wish I disobeyed Dasharath. This would not have happened to him. I feel so bad that Lakshman is like this. I wish I had disobeyed. That was the only one moment he felt that way. Because the person who came with him came for Ram, not to get something from Ram. If he wanted a palace, he would have said, I'll assist Bharat. He said, I'm coming for you. For Ram, he went. Such an action itself will purify. Not doing an action for an individual's sake, do it for his sake. Pure, selfless action purifies us from what we have done in the past. He said, I'm not coming to ask something from the Lord. I'm coming for the Lord. I would be blessed if you accept me to be with you. So that intention is very important for us. It can purify us from what we have committed various actions in the past. Such pure intention, such noble actions are the best antidote for karma effect. And he comes there with that. And such a noble person is lying down there in coma, and no one is sure whether he would come back or not. It is at that time Hanuman acts upon it, brings the physician, goes to the mountain, picks up the herb and comes. And this one character, Hanuman, without him, Ramayana would never be what it is. Hanuman definitely helped Lord Ram to finish strong. And that's very important. How we finish is very, very important. Because we do not know how we started. Some people may start gloriously. Most people can flounder, can make mistakes. Fault here, fault there. Doesn't matter how we started, but we can complete it well. We can finish well. Please understand. This is a privilege we have. It doesn't matter how we started. It really doesn't matter. How many times we flawed, it doesn't matter. Push them aside and tell yourself, I will finish it strong. It doesn't matter how many times, how many mistakes one has made. But finishing, I will finish it glorious. When I exit, it would be a glorious exit. We can do that. It doesn't matter how we started. It doesn't matter how many times we've made mistakes. But let us have this determination. Let's get this quality. Let's invoke the Lord to give us that strength to finish it gloriously. All of us can finish. What do you mean by finishing gloriously? What do you mean by saying finish it strong? What? In whatever we do, let us first try and bring brilliance in it by sheer effort. That is one. Second, let us, we were born and selfishness was with us. When we drop dead, let us drop selfishness. We would be selfless. Let's overcome selfishness. We took up and we started living life with attachment. By the time we drop dead, let us be established in detachment. All this is called finishing strong. All the while we were dependent on someone. By the time we drop, let us be independent. Not depending on anybody. That is called finishing strong. There was a student who was very attached to the teacher. And that very attachment was the barrier for the student to grow. Many a time students don't realize that their whole attachment itself can be a very strong barrier for them to grow. Vivekananda says that. He says it's only with the distance between the student and the student grows. So the teacher distances himself for the student to grow. So here was a student who was very attached to the teacher, and one day the teacher said, "Out, you leave now." The student was shattered. He said, "You can't do that. I can't go now." He said, "No, you go. When you have no need for me, come back to me. I'm waiting for that day." What a statement. When you don't have any more need for me, that day you come back. That means you have overcome your dependency, overcome attachment. That day you come back. Today you feel the need, and you will remain that way only. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, 14th chapter, Sattvic attachment is attachment to joy and knowledge. And both can come, and it can be a kind of an attachment one has to cut off. So the teacher tells him, the day you don't have the need for me, that day you come, I'm waiting for it. Today you go. Because when two independent people meet, the love is very, very different. Two dependent people meet, there would be selfishness. So the teacher sent the student away. The student has to sit and do tapas and then come back. That way Lakshman came and he was so attached to Ram always. And it is Hanuman who brought this change to Ramayana. Ramayana would not be the same without Hanuman. Sita would have committed suicide if Hanuman was not there on time. Lakshman could have died if Hanuman was not there on time. So was the case with Bharat. Bharat would have also jumped into fire if Hanuman did not reach on time to save him. You see the main characters? This one person. So Ramayana would never be the same. That's how Hanuman was finishing it strong. And Hanuman had this clarity which Lakshman did not have. Hanuman had this clarity. Lakshman was attached, dependent on Lord Ram. The difference between Hanuman and Lakshman was Hanuman loved Ram from independence. Lakshman loved Ram from dependence. Pure love, no doubt, but from dependence, depending on him. Hanuman also loved. No, there is no question of love being diluted. Hanuman's love was intense, but from independence. That is called two adults meeting. There's no dependency. Two people of the same wavelength. So Hanuman is a powerful example for us how he can invoke the Lord through his activities and finish it strong. Hanuman's way of invoking the Lord was whatever he was expected to do, he went there and he did his best. What a way to invoke the Lord. Did not run to the Lord for anything. He just did what he has to do. He did his best. Lord came to him. In Hanuman Chalisa, Tulsidas ji says, Sri Raghuvira harasi urulai. Lord Ram came running to you and hugged you. Not Hanuman ran to Lord Ram for a hug. Lord Ram came running. Now can you imagine this? You perform actions of that quality, make the Lord come to you. You gave me this responsibility, O Lord, and I am doing my best. And I give my best into this responsibility. And I don't have to seek your grace or affection. This sincerity with which I do will bring your grace. I know that. You will come to me. What a way to invoke. Prayer is altogether, prayer has a different meaning, altogether a different dimension when you see it through Hanuman. Whatever is expected, go and give your best. In the name of the Lord. You will let me there. You give this responsibility, I'm doing it well for you, O Lord. Any small work, anything, invoking Him through that. This is one way of invoking. There are many ways of invoking, but this is one way, which most people can do. That I have committed to something, noble work, and I invoke you through this work. In the attitude, in the mind, there should be nobility. In the action, there should be nobility. Mind and action together. We can invoke the Lord that way, through our sincerity. It could be anything. Any selfless work done with this pure intention, without any motives, an action performed, is such a noble action. One can invoke the Lord that way. Doesn't matter how we started, we can finish it strong this way.